What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and 5 times Heavy DUNE on the Stricks robot. Holy smokes, this is going to be serious, okay? Lots of damage and the ability to shield break when you fire. That is really fun. I forgot for a second here that the range on the DUNE weapon was limited to 600 meters, I think, in one of the past updates. So I have to get a little more close, but if I do and I hit something, it's gonna take some damage. Except maybe it's a Skyros ball that just simply does not take damage. I'm getting shot here by the new Berserkliere bow weapons for robots that also the Strix robot on the opposite side is firing at me. He's able to do a lot of damage to me and kill me very quickly. Thankfully, my Shade Drone last stand is protecting me in this moment. Very nice, otherwise I would have probably died right here with the next 1 or 2 shots. I believe the Strix robot is not looking that overpowered right now on the test server. Even though we do know what the legendary pilot does, it's an additional shield break, very useful, but he doesn't gain crazy damage boosts in addition to the 5 weapons he's got, right? Also, the 5 weapons are only activated temporarily, and the time they're active is exactly not enough to fire, for example, 2 times the DUNE before it becomes inactive again. And I guess that will be happening with a lot of setups. So firepower-wise, it seems like it is all the way up there in the highest level, but not like tripling or doubling what we know in the game from firepower. Also, it can be killed very quickly in short range by other players getting close with a Scorpion or something like this. No stealth is going to protect it, you know, and yeah, I also think it's super slow, so that alone makes a difference in balancing too. Feel free to let me know what you think, but I believe the Strix robot seems to be dialed in relatively well right now. And yeah. But 5 times DUNE is definitely going to cause some headaches on the other side of the map. You know that. You know it will. And I know it too. By the way, my voice is recovering. It's getting better. But I can still not make high-pitched noises. So when I do my intro, I have to do it in a lower pitch. It just doesn't work in any other way. Very interesting what a cold and going to the club afterwards with an already you know, damaged voice can do to you and how long it lasts. Alright, we have an enemy Strix robot over there. He's shooting me with those big weapons, but thankfully I managed to get away right before, and I believe I may have done more damage to him than he did back to me even, right? Despite him running the new meta weapons on the test server. By the way, those weapons are a whole different story when it comes to balancing. I think they are very overpowered and they will be very problematic for the game unless Pixonic changes them before bringing them to the live server. Right now it looks like it's really like a Berserkliere bow that you can shoot way more often, way more fast, and on lots of robots even, right? Not even requiring a Titan first that you have to unlock. And then the fact that you can just run so many of those weapons on a robot too, right? So I'm very worried about those weapons for sure. But at the very least, they don't kill you instantly. So it does help with the thing that Pixonic was trying to address. Remember, they wanted to increase the time a battle takes. Battles should take a little longer and engagements not end so quick. And I think this new weapon does that in some way too, because at first it hits you with limited damage, very little damage, and only after a couple of shots it begins to really ramp up the damage. But it also means that the way it's right now, it can destroy entire Titans in a few shots, which should not be possible from a regular robot, you know? And all it would take for this is that you had enough opportunity to shoot the Titan before. And yeah, but so just things that Pixonic has to be careful about. Anyways, we're moving on, still doing some damage with the DUNE. There's an enemy Eiffel Titan, and I think he's going to... Oh yeah, he's dashing over here. I hit him with a lot of damage, and I'm not sure what exactly locked me down. I got a lockdown, thankfully I'm not getting targeted by this Eiffel. And he's getting hunted by so many different Atlas Titans, and so he was not able to do a lot here. Thankfully, because I don't want to have him in short range. Now, I'm bringing up here the shield break, but somehow I was not able, not even with one rocket, to hit the flying sword unit. And that is despite the fact that the sword unit is not necessarily known for being the fastest flying machine, you know? As long as you don't descend on somebody. But yeah, I was not able to hit somehow. It seems like the accuracy on the Dune might not be that good to hit moving targets in the air. I guess if he had been locked down by somebody, I would have done some damage. Wow, that was not bad. Uh-oh, the sword unit is up in the air. If he jumps on me, he can kill me in an instant, right? Crazy how powerful such a sword unit is, that they can just do that. Can I hit him there, or is he safe? I hate when they do this. I just hate that freaking rocket turret that's up there, that it can be used so well for hiding in cover. So annoying. Now he brings up that shield, and my ability is not ready to counter it. Terrible. Then I get a weird lockdown. No, actually, hold on. It wasn't a lockdown. I just had a moment of uncontrol. Yeah. I don't know. This seems to happen a lot with the Strix robot, that for a moment you just stand still and you have to start giving input from the start again. All right, next map. This time factory, and from here I actually even have, I think, a better experience, doing a better job staying alive, doing more useful damage. All right. Again, 600 meters I think is the range we've got. And what was it before? Wasn't it like 1,000 meters or even 1,100? I think it was a really high decrease in range. Okay, so there's an enemy sword unit. I'm not firing at him right now. Thankfully, he's busy doing other stuff, not really paying attention to me. But that guy over there, he just jumped and landed. Boom, 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 boom. Woo! 200k. I'm not sure what it was. Could have been maybe a raptor, because 200k is not the full damage that these weapons would do. I love how I just passively lost my last stand from a freaking some jock turret, dude. Oh my goodness. Also, I read your comments, guys, that apparently there's a million bugs right now in the game. I'm not playing too much right now. I have a lot of pre-recorded gameplays that I'm using, so I didn't actually run into many of those problems right now, but apparently the game is flawed like crazy. Cooldowns are completely messed up and things are way off. There was a list sent by some of you guys in the last video where you like told me this and this and this and this, and it was like a list of 8 or 10 items that are completely broken right now. Some of them so broken that they're completely overpowered. But yeah, so here comes a sword unit, and I am surprised how fast he's flying. If he jumps on me, I should be able to kill him, and he does. He does get to jump on... Actually, he wasn't able to jump on me. I was careful. I stayed behind cover and did not allow the guy to jump on me. But the ultimate Ravana walked over to me, and he presented himself as a viable target to get jumped on. Thanks, random cover in between for those shots. And yeah, he acted as a jump point for the enemy. Thankfully, though, my ability here on the Strix robot was ready, and I was able to shield break kill the guy immediately with the direct fire that the Dune weapon can do. With the older versions of these weapons, you would be screwed, because you could not fire with Noricums, for example, at a target that is this close. And instead of just making it so that it can do it, they leave Noricums in the old dead state. So thankfully I got the Titan with me here, protecting me from certain death against this ultimate Ravana. I would have so died there, so much, if it wasn't for the Titan helping me out. So I'm very glad he did. So I get to stay in the game a little longer and fire from far away. Because with 5 weapons now, you can't build 2 of these setups on the test server anymore. You only get 4 heavy weapons, and you can do that twice, so that's 8 weapons. Now you need 5 for 1 robot. So I can't build a second one of those setups here. Alrighty. So let's fire over there, shield break activated, and whatever it is, maybe a Dagon, it died so quick. It was only like 1/3 of my rockets coming in, and it already killed him. So here comes yet another ultimate Ravana. I'm hoping that my Titan friend is able to help. Oh no, I think he's reloading. Alright, that's it. I got destroyed. The reload of my Titan buddy killed me. But yeah, we can jump into our own Atlas for a bit and just do a number on the enemy. Boom. One-shotted a Sumjog. That's what you're gonna do with a Sumjog. That's how we roll, right? Then we killed the Skyros. That's right. And yeah. Also, let me know what you think about the... Ooh, hold on. Oh boy. Oh, I almost died from that. Wait. I killed him? What just happened? Okay. Anyways, let me know what you think about the Strix robot. See you in the next video. Manni signing off. And bye-bye, my friends.